guys, welcome back. So today I want to talk to you about getting some training for your firearms. A lot of people go out and buy a handgun for the first time or a rifle, and they never really get any training with it. They don't have military or law enforcement experience. They go right out, they start carrying it as a personal defense weapon, and that's really a bad idea. But not only do novices need training, but experienced shooters can also benefit from training, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about this afternoon. So I'm here with my friends Corey and Erica, who have a training company called Range Time. And Corey, I want to ask you, so if somebody has intermediate skills, or especially somebody with advanced skills, what do they have to benefit from getting additional training? Why would you tell somebody to go out and get some more training with those skill sets?
If somebody already has a nice skill set level, let's face it, if you don't practice and you don't brush up on those skills, you're going to obviously lose them. So we highly advise, even if you've gotten training with the likes of Travis Haley or Costa, whoever, you need to continue to try to better yourself, because you will continue to get better. You need to try to go out and learn from everybody. That's the best way we tell people. But
right, and especially if you can only go to a range where you're stationary all the time and you can't move around and do other things, going out to a training course allows you to do different things that you normally wouldn't do, and then continuing to do that is always great because you learn something new each time, and it's always great to brush up on those skills, like he said.
So some of the dynamic stuff, like shooting from vehicles, shooting from cover, shooting with a flashlight and low light, stuff like that.
Yeah. All
cool stuff that you can learn. And one of the things I've noticed, though, if you look at some of the top trainers out there, like a Travis Haley, they continue to go out and take training. You may think that they're experts, and they are, certainly, in their subject matter, but they still go out and take training courses from other trainers because there's always something out there you can learn, you can always benefit from.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The biggest, our biggest thing is, people that go out and they buy a handgun, they go out and they plink and stuff. You need to go beyond that. If you're buying a gun for self-defense, going out and staying and shooting, for 100 rounds every, once a month or a couple weeks, that's not going to get the job done. You need to know how to deploy the weapon properly. You need to know how to take care of a threat, whether it's 2 feet away or 20 feet away, or you're in a car, in your house. These are things that you need to learn about. It's very important. And on top of just learning the general safety rules and stuff like that.
So these guys are going to show us some of the techniques that they teach in class. And so we kind of give you guys a preview of what you might expect if you attend a class intended for intermediate or to advanced shooters.
Go. All right, so let's explain why we did some of the things that we just did here. We're going to be using a CERT training pistol from Next Level Training. So this is a dummy gun. So here we go. You're in a situation, you're at a mall, a convenience store, or wherever, and you're with your girlfriend, your friend, or whatever, and somebody calls out gun or threat. You want to first identify. You want to turn and look, identify the target first, and then as you turn, draw the handgun out. What you don't want to do is, somebody says threat or gun, draw the gun out and then turn this way. Because let's face it, under a stressful situation, under alarm response reaction, as you're spinning, you could actually put a round in your friend or innocent bystander. All right, so the biggest misconception when it comes to shooting from cover is you'll see guys come up, in the movies or whatever, you'll see guys up on the cover right here shooting. You don't want to do that. You want to have plenty of room to work with. So you want to get back. This way you have enough room to maneuver, and also, let's face it, most cover can be shot through, so being right on top of the cover is not a great idea. Another thing when shooting from cover is, if you, for whatever reason, you're engaging the target, bang, 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 and you have to do a reload or anything, don't ever come back in the same spot that you just went, you just left. Change positions and then come out in a different area. And if you're going to shoot from a knee, shoot from the inside knee should be down, or I'm sorry, the outside knee should be down. Don't ever do this, because what will happen, you'll get your kneecap shot off. So you want to have your outside knee down, your inside knee up, however you want to do it. we kind of like to tilt it out a little bit so you have a little bit of leverage. And then when you switch, reload or whatever, you just want to always make sure that you don't ever come out in the same area twice. So shooting from a vehicle is something that you should do under a watchful eye of a competent instructor. It's something that if you are going to practice on your own, I implore you, please do it without any ammunition in the gun, with a training pistol. That way you can get used to the draw and how to be safe. One really big thing you want to constantly remember is when you're trying to draw from concealment or open carry from a vehicle is how to do the draw stroke. It's the same as any typical draw stroke, like a three-step method. You want to get that first initial firing grip. You want to come straight up, but instead of coming across, because what will happen here, you will flag your leg and possibly shoot yourself. What you want to do is rotate that elbow down, turn, and then press the gun out. You see a lot of instructors say turn the elbow, come over top of the steering wheel. We highly recommend not doing that, because what can happen under a high stressful situation, you can get caught up, you can get caught inside the steering wheel, and possibly squeeze a round off into your dashboard. All right, so let's go ahead and do this live fire. First run, we'll go ahead and do a kind of slow half speed, and so you can see the movements, then we'll go full speed. All right, whenever you're ready.
Threat.
So same thing, when you reholster, you want to make sure you come across. You don't want to come across this way. Let's face it, most shooters are used to, when you're going to reholster, you bring the gun down and point it straight down. You want to make sure you come straight across and reholster. So now let's go full speed.
Threat. Well, thanks for the demonstration, guys. That's really cool stuff. Now, this is an example of what they might learn at an advanced or intermediate class. What else do you guys teach in such a class?
You'll learn stuff like supine, shooting from retention, a lot of teamwork stuff, shooting from cover. Obviously, we showed that. The basic, fundamentals as far as side alignment, side picture, grip, everything, all the safety rules, just everything. We have a lot of fun.
Very cool. Now, you guys have a training class that's coming up here in May, correct?
Yeah, May 5th through 7th, we have Travis Haley and a couple guys coming down from Haley Strategics, and they're going to be putting on a disruptive environments course. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be shooting from vehicles. We're going to do some low light situations, darkness. It's going to be a really good time. He said he's got a good course put on for us.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Now, there's a certain requirement for attending this class, correct? What are the requirements to attend the class?
There is. You have to be either former military or current military, law enforcement, or you must have at least one beginner level course under your belt. So like taking a class with Corey and I would definitely qualify you to take this course because it is an advanced course.
Okay, so you will have to show a DD-214 if you're military or prior military, law enforcement credentials, or a certificate of completion of a beginner's class.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, great.
It's definitely going to be a great event, though. We're really excited. It's the first big event we're hosting on a range, so hopefully we get it back next year and bring in some other.
Well, it's awesome that Haley Strategic is going to be there. Now, you guys have some openings, right? You have 10 openings, you said?
We have about 10 spots available, and if you guys are interested in taking the course, like I said, if you meet the credentials, you'll need to email those to Corey and I, and also we'll email you an application. You fill that out, you send it back to us, and we'll leave our email addresses and the link in the description box below.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, I will put a link to their Facebook page and to their YouTube channel in the description below, so you can go and ask those questions. If you have any questions for me, you can always ask those questions on our Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/military arms. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you like this video, be sure to like and share it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Tim.